today. From San Diego, California, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's San Diego taking on the Houston Gunners.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 95 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
On second down now. It's Burnett. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run with Carter. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
He'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Gunners have taken a first-quarter lead.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And we both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 54 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
On first down, Frost. Under pressure, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
From the gun, Frost. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. On fourth down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw on second down. Frost. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. He finds his man, complete. That's Rhodes. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Carter will try the right side.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A handoff for Carter.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Do that.
Here's a give to Carter.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for Houston. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively.
And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social.
I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
To throw on 2nd down. Frost. Throw left side complete. That's Rhodes. On 1st and 10. Frost. Over the middle complete. It's Rhodes. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Royal. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Frost. He finds his man. Complete. It's Rhodes.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw on second down. Frost. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Frost. Under pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And now out comes Houston. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 11. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They'll run with Carter.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Carter, touchdown.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
On 2nd down, Royal, and the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. On third down, here's Carter. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
To throw on second down. Frost. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. To throw on third down, Frost. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Point after here coming up. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just a yard to go here on second down. Operating from the gun. Frost throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on first down. Frost. Pressure comes and down he goes. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking to throw on second down. Frost throwing the out route incomplete. That's Chambers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, nice move. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Royal, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Frost. He finds his man complete. That's Rhodes. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Off play action. Frost. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Royal, and some room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Frost to the goal line, but it's incomplete. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the aftershocks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for two. They'll look to throw. Complete at the one. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A big pickup there on the run.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Carter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for them.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on 2nd down. Frost got his man complete over the middle. It's Chambers. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On 1st down, Frost. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good player, putting stats in every column.
Looking to throw on second down. Frost. This caught by Royal. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Back to throw. Frost. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they bring out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
2nd and 10. This one complete to Gresham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. It's caught by Sanders. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And this defense, they came prepared. He's probably going to be seeing them in his sleep if they don't fix things quickly.
And that's not exactly what he wants to see in his post-game slumber. So they've got to figure out a way to slow things down a little bit. Some screen passes, some draws, anything to make the defensive front hesitate a little bit. Think on their way back to the quarterback, maybe even a quarterback draw, some type of tendency breaker. to change things up.
Exactly. Whatever the case, something to mix it up here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Frost. And he fires one incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw again. Frost. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. On 3rd down, Frost. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Frost. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Rhodes. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. A give, Carter running right.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Carter.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Frost. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Frost. He's going to air this out for Baldwin.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at about the 31. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 1st down, it's Carter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is. So here's the home side to take over on offense. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Working with a 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Frost. Over the middle, complete. It's Rhodes. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carter, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Carter once more. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st and 10, Frost. He finds his man, complete. It's Rhodes. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Throwing on 1st down, Frost. He finds his man, complete. That's Rhodes. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Frost. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he will find his man on the outside. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Aftershocks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The extra point up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Houston set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On 1st down, it's Carter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Another tote for Carter.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Carter. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 12. And time, a huge factor. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
To throw on 2nd down, Frost finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. From the gun on 3rd down, Frost. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29, and he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for our visitors, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.